One button tank, single button assist. Can you tank and just use one button? Do I need to see a gynecologist? First, the setup. The rules are simple. I'm going to be taking on all 6 tank specs, and they'll be using the exact same gear. In this case, we'll be looking at Death Knight. For Death Knight, we're eye level 672, and our breakdowns are 22% crit, 15% haste, 30% mastery, and 22% verse. Looking at the other tanks, we can see what it looks like compared. Keep in mind, none of the tanks are being geared for what's their best prio, and also, just remember, SBA makes your GCD longer, so haste will act a little bit different. I went to the PvE tier vendor, bought all the same pieces, and then hit up the nearby PvP vendor, and bought all the pieces I was missing. And that's it. No enchants, no flasks, no pots, no food. Everything's flat baseline, so we're keeping it fair. Now for the actual tests, I'll be running 3 of them. For test 1, we'll be doing pure single button assist only. No macros, no help, just the raw feature doing its thing. For DK, we'll be using Sanlin. Is that you pronounce that?
Sanilane.
I'm going to go with Sanlin here. The average for Death Knight single button assist only ended at 1,349,343. How does DK fare against the other tanks using SBA alone? Well, it's about mid. It got 4th, behind Demon Hunter, Druid, and Warrior. Test 2, SBA plus macro. I'll be adding a custom macro to support what SBA misses. If SBA misses something really important, I'll try to capture it in the macro. And I'll be toggling it and SBA on at the same time. Looking at single button assist for Death Knight abilities, here's what's cast. DK is missing a couple abilities, so we're going to throw them in a macro, put it on our bar, and hit the dummies. With SBA plus macro, DK averaged 1,478,308. How does DK compare to other tanks using SBA with macro? Well, it came in 5th, only beating out Monk and falling behind Druid, Paladin, Warrior, and Demon Hunter. Test 3 will be SBA plus macro plus defensive macro versus the tank dummies. This one's survival focused. Looking back at DK's SBA casts, there are no defensives. It also doesn't taunt. So let's throw them in some macros, put them on our bar, make it one button, and test. With all those macros rolling, DK came in at a staggering 10 minutes and 28 seconds. Holy shit. How does DK fare against other tanks in this test? It honestly did amazing compared to some others. It easily took 1st. And with those tests complete, where does DK rank with the other tanks? Using a weighted system, DK comes in at 1st. Overall, for the tests conducted, beating every other tank. To sum it up, the results are both surprising and not surprising. It makes sense DK can do it, but also they need a little bit of help. Are they technically one button? Kind of for you to decide. So here's the question in the end. Are you the one pushing the buttons, or are you just gonna let the computer take the wheel? Are you gonna log in, learn your rotation, and play the game? Or are you gonna mash one button and eat some snackies? Do you feel ethically compromised? Or are you already too deep in the sauce to care? Will AI start cooking rotations so complex that you won't even know your class anymore? Do you feel like you might become obsolete? Maybe you'll be left behind? Ever play spin the bottle with just your cousins? To answer the original question, can you one button tank in 11.17? Technically, yeah. Maybe just not on a paladin or a monk. But should you? Should you? I don't know. If you like this, you might like the other tank videos. Also made a much longer, more detailed version of exactly this, but for all of the tanks combined. It goes way more into detail of the analysis and what exactly I was doing each test. All links are below. Thanks for watching. If you want me to test anything or do anything, just comment below or come over to Twitch and say something there. If your idea is really good, I'll give you a virtual blow job. Blow job. I can't say that. Comment, what are you doing? Comment.